Hello world, good morning, this is Barbie Lee, this is Shake Talk. It is Monday morning and it's a beautiful day here in Mazatlan, and you can see the sun in the sky, in the blue sky, and the palm tree behind me and such. And normally this is a Shake Talk, but today it's a cleanse talk because I am starting day one of a 2-day cleanse. So when I do these 2-day cleanse, I do my liquid day, right? So I drink the Isogenics Cleanse for Life, I have some Isogenic snacks, and I just give my body a break, a digestive break. So it's quite a lovely experience. So I'm going to be doing it for 2 days. And I'm still going to be playing pickleball and doing my Zumba and my yoga and everything that I do. And then I come out of the other side just feeling amazing. So if you don't wake up in the morning and feel amazing, then talk to me about doing a cleanse and such. All right. And this isn't a poopy cleanse, just so you know. Okay. So the topic today is, drum roll please, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember exactly what I called it, but basically, would you say the same thing to me, right? If I were, right? So I'm vegetarian. I tell people, it's quite funny around here in Mexico. So we go to a restaurant yesterday, and so I say to the dude, the chef dude, I'm like, I'm vegetarian, or soy vegetariana, and he goes like this, he makes a face, right? Now, in a Mexican restaurant, like the taquerias, they pride themselves on how they cook their meat, okay? So it's always about what's on the grill, how they chop it, how they spice it, all that kind of stuff, right? And he's like, ay, 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 ay. And I was like, just think about it, right? And then he comes to me after and he says, okay, I'm going to make you this. And he tells me, I'm like, perfect. And he made me a wonderful lunch. And I did post a picture about it, so feel free to go and, look back at the pictures. So I posted yummy, my no-meat lunch, right? And, I get the comments. I get the comments that, I couldn't give up meat, or no comment, or, but I'm a carnivore, and, and stuff like that. And, I say, haha, whatever, right? But sometimes it kind of annoys me, right? And yesterday maybe I was a little bit kind of cranky, whatever, but it kind of annoyed me. And I have multiple conversations with people. I remember this one time I was in a restaurant, and I said to the waiter, I said, I'm vegetarian. This was back in Edmonton. I said, so I'm vegetarian. I said, so what do you suggest? I don't even look at the menus because most of the time they don't really have an option other than some sort of rabbit food and possibly a pizza, right? So, so he goes, oh, you're going to love our blah, blah burger. I'm like, what is it? So he's telling me that it's a 1/4 pound of beef and wrapped in bacon and da-da-da. And he starts laughing. And I looked at him and I said, excuse me, so if I was diabetic and I told you that I needed, a sugar-free lunch, would you make fun of me? No, I guess I wouldn't. I said, how about if I was a really overweight person, I was asking for a low-calorie lunch? Would you totally make fun of me? And he's no, and you could just see the color draining from his face, right? And the people that I'm with are like, oh, Barbie Lee, let it go. I was like, no. I said, just, right? And I said, so why are you making fun of me for my healthy food choices? And he's like, I am so sorry. And I said, great, let me talk to your manager. And the people that I'm with are like, oh, Barbie Lee, just let it go, da-da-da. I said, no, this is a teachable moment, right? So the manager comes over and she's like, I understand there's a problem. And I said, it's not a problem. I said, I want to educate you and your staff. I said, I choose vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian for healthy reasons, not for any other reasons, but it's a personal choice of mine. And I said, I don't like that your staff makes fun of me. I said, they wouldn't make fun of a diabetic, they wouldn't make fun of a fat person, they wouldn't make fun of somebody who has high cholesterol and just had a heart attack. But for some reason, he felt it okay to make fun of me being a vegetarian. And she said, I'm sorry, that's completely unacceptable, blah, blah. I said, I just want you to train your staff better. And she goes, absolutely. She goes, how can I help you for lunch, right? She goes, I'll be taking care of you. I said, okay, great. So she helped me choose a dish and all that kind of stuff, right? So it was all good. At the end of the meal, she came over, and she says, I just want to let you know that I've comped your lunch. I said, okay, that was lovely. I said, unnecessary, but thank you very much. I said, that's great customer service. And she put the bills down on the tables. There was 9 of us, I believe, at the table. She comped everybody's lunch, not just mine, the entire table's lunch. And I said to her, I said, like, that was completely unnecessary. And all my friends that were making fun earlier of me standing up for my healthy choices were like, wow, that was pretty good. You got us a free lunch, right? So all of a sudden now I'm their hero, right? So anyhow, so my point of this story is your eating habits are your eating habits. Mine are mine, right? Anybody that's been watching me for any length of time know that I am as clean and natural as possible. Now, am I always? No, I love my French fries and my pizza and my stuff like that. But when I eat those things, I choose to eat a better version of them, right? So like the other day, well, not here in Mexico, but at home, we don't, if I'm thinking I want French fries, right? Dwayne makes them and bakes them in the oven, right? Because he makes the best French fries. And don't tell him that I probably know how, but I don't want to. So I keep telling him, you make the best French fries. So oh man, he usually watches my Shake Talks. Hi, hon, I love your French fries. Anyway, but I make a healthier option. It's the same thing with my pizza. I make a healthier option, right? And do I eat crap? Sure I do, right? I make 80 to 90% of my food choices are healthier. So don't judge me because I'm healthy, right? Now, here's what I know, human condition. When I say things like I'm healthy, oh, I could never be, or I'm vegetarian. Oh, I could never be vegetarian. Well, why not? Oh, I love meat. What do you love about meat? Well, the flavor, the texture, and then they pause for a second, right? And I say, how does meat make you feel? Oh my God, I'm always so stuffed. I'm like, exactly. So you can love it, right? What if you ate less of it, right? Then maybe you wouldn't be so stuffed all the time. And like, it's just my perspective. Wait, Alice is saying, love your story. So glad you took the opportunity to use that as a teaching. Thank you. Actually, my whole life is a teaching moment. So if you ever hang out with me for any extended period of time, you will probably come across one of them. Anyway. So I always say, especially to my people in Isogenics or people looking to change into a healthier lifestyle, I said, just keep a food journal. Write down what you just ate, everything you just ate and drank. It's not just the food, it's what you're drinking as well. Put that into your body and wait an hour and start writing down how you feel. And wait 2 hours and start writing down how you feel. And wait 3 hours and start writing down how you feel. Now here's what's interesting. I got one of my comments in my post about no meat. A friend said, she'd gone vegan for a year and she was always hungry. Well, then she wasn't doing it correctly, right? So I'm not judging. I'm just saying you should be hungry every 3 hours. Your body is meant to digest and be fed. Digest and be fed. And if you don't believe me, look at a baby. Babies eat every 2 to 3 hours to 4 hours tops. And we're like, oh, baby needs to be fed, babe. Yes, because the body needs to be fed. We need to be fed. We should be eating every 2 to 3 hours. So when people say, oh, I'm always hungry, well, what does that mean? Every second of every day you're hungry, then you probably have a tapeworm. Just saying. But if you're like, oh, well, I'm hungry every couple hours, you're supposed to be hungry every couple hours. That's the... Sorry, square spit. I spit all over my screen too. That's the way your body is designed, is to eat every 2 to 3 hours. 4 hours kind of tops, right? So you really want to make sure that you're nourishing your body, not just feeding it. So please don't make fun of me because of my healthy choices. Don't comment about, I don't know. I'm just asking you, because if I all of a sudden came on here and said, oh, I'm diabetic, so, I'm starting to eat no sugar, would you say the same things to me? Would you say, oh, well, I could never give up sugar? Well, maybe you would. Some people would. Maybe I need to block some people from my world. I don't know. But my point is this. I made a decision 14 years ago on the 17th. I took back my life. I decided that there was not going to be anybody or anything other than me that made me feel the way I wanted to feel. People, environment, all that kind of stuff. I get to choose. And the number one thing I get to choose is what goes in my body. I might not get to choose who I work with sometimes. I may not get to choose who I go to church with. I may not get to choose who I ride a bus with. But I can 100% choose what I put into my body. And I do. And some people are like, oh, you're a little bit fanatical. No, I love myself enough to make better choices. And if you don't want to make better choices, that is completely your choice. But don't put your lack, and you know who I'm talking to, because if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I probably said something like that to her once. Yeah, I'm probably talking to you. So your lack of your own choice to make healthy choices, right? Somebody said to me the other day, just wait. I couldn't live without cheese. That's what they said to me. Oh my God, I can't live without cheese. I said, why? Oh my God, I just love it so much. Why? I don't know, I just love it so much. Why? I just do. I just can't live without it. And I'm like, how does cheese make you feel? Well, sometimes it doesn't really agree with me, but I take one of those lactates and then I'm good. Their body doesn't want it. They have to take drugs to eat it, but they can't live without it. I wonder if they didn't take it, they wouldn't need the drugs, and if they would feel just as crappy as they always do. Just saying. It's about nourishing your body. I have a beautiful book that I picked up a little while ago called If the Buddha Came to Dinner. And if the Buddha came to dinner, would you feed your body and the Buddha what you were about to eat? That's all I'm saying. I choose isogenics for a multitude of reasons. One is it makes my nutrition easy. I don't have to think a lot. And when I do have to think, I think about what makes me feel best. Hold on. My phone is telling me it might turn off because it's too hot. Sorry about that. It might be too hot. All right. So, wait a second. I got to come out of the light. Yeah. So this isn't a cage. I don't live in a cage. This is just so the birds don't fly into the house, just so you know. So, my piece is this. If you're going to choose life, which every morning you wake up, you've chose life. So why don't you choose nutrition? Give it a try. Try it for a week. See if you like it. Have a great day.